We'll let everyone fall into place here. Alright, this is Friday Night Fights. The EU, also known as the Early Branch, they're trying to rebrand themselves at the moment. And this is going to be round one today. I'm Wee Woo. I will be covering these various rounds here as I, try to wake up today. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get right into the mission. This is a Op4 attacking Blue Force scenario. We do have our T4 plugging on, so we'll be able to hear everyone's local comms in the action. Otherwise, this mission game mode was made by Whiplash. Background for it is after the recent archaeological findings on the island of Altus, the British Museum claimed the findings as theirs, as the island once belonged to the UK for several centuries. Altus requested assistance from the USSR to solve the issue and recover the archaeological site. Interesting. Area of operations, Sector 1 is an archaeological site, Sector 2 is a temporary military camp. All mission tents are indestructible in the notes. Game mode here is going to be simple ad sector, so if the defenders keep one person alive in the sectors are not capturable until everyone in the sector is dead, unconscious, or in a vehicle or static. So, there are two sectors to play with for this scenario, and we will get to them momentarily. Mission variables, it's a 50-minute round. That's your standard for FNF. Otherwise, 1,000-meter view distance, no magnified optics or NVGs. Build points are 250, though, which is double the standard 125 we see. Otherwise, medium anti-tank setting is going to be 2 AT rounds per side. Starting with Op4 here, their uniform is going to be the 1980s Russian Army khaki kits made by Maz. Quick breakdown of everything. You got your platoon leader, your platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier IR, who have Hunt IR rounds, which are little 40mm camera grenades you fire in the air, and then it gives you a nice bird's eye view because you can then access them through a remote terminal. Really great for getting your bearings. Otherwise, machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank, 1 an assistant, medium anti-tank, 2 an assistant. RIS, and SMP, don't worry because they are part of X-Ray, but X-Ray is not a thing in FNF anymore. You have your designated marksman, which for Op4 is going to be the SVD, which is chambered in 7.62 by 5.4. Can't remember if that's rimless or not, but that doesn't matter. Otherwise, you got your crew lead, crewmen, pilots, medics, and then your base kit. Loadouts otherwise going to be a mix of AK-74s or AKS-74s. They get a choice on the ground if they're not a specialized role. Support gunners, either for the light machine gun is going to be the RPK, and the medium machine gunner is going to be the PKM. Light anti-tank is going to be an RPG-26. Recon doesn't matter because it got scrubbed out, and oh my god. Crew and aviation get a choice between an AK-74, excuse me, an AKS-74 UN and an AKS-74 UN. Is the op happening tomorrow? Yes, Pay for Pain is tomorrow. I'm sorry I haven't been able to announce anything about it. I will fix that ASAP. I've been busy. Otherwise, assets, we have a UAZ dishgum, 2 transport gas trucks, and 5 transport UAZ cars. So, otherwise, pretty standard stuff here. Otherwise, it's going to mainly be an infantry fight in this area. Nonetheless, Vagrant is going to be commanding for this group. Swallow is going to be the 2IC. Banks, Swell is going to be leading Alpha. Alpha 1 is going to be led by Banks with Ash, Tackleberry, Mackenzie, Gazag, Major Khan, and Arakiru under him. Arkor going to be leading Alpha 2 with Misfit and Mike under him.
Where would we put our ambush, right?
Oddball leading Bravo HQ. Bravo 1 being led by Valtarian with Zally. Shut It Down, Skits, Datalore, and Zombie Forever under him. Norris leading Iqbal, Fawns, Bluck, Ilbanek, and Roy DeCamper under Bravo 2. Korvac leading Charlie with Charlie 1 being led by Timek with Syek and Depso. Under him, Charlie 2 being led by Pro Hunter with Gogu. Kamred, Pyros, Lusod, and Solomon under him. Delta has merged everyone together. I believe Pierce is squad leading. Under him, we got Newton, Nichols, Rodrig, Coco, Sadie, Mitten, Shun, Church, Mail, Heartseer, and Khalil under him as well. Looking over on the Blue 4 side, let's do a quick breakdown for them at this archaeological site. Blue 4's uniforms are going to be the 1980s British para kits because it's the British Museum. Fighting with FN FALs and Colt carbines mainly. Light machine gunners get the Bren, which is only a 30-round machine gun. Medium machine gun is going to be the FN Mag. Light anti-tanks going to be M72 Laws. Recon doesn't matter, and the crew and aviation get a choice between the Sterling and the Colt carbine. Otherwise, their assets are 3 transport Land Rovers, 1 50 cal Land Rover, and a single static 50 cal as well. Looking over at their roster here, we have Sam as the platoon leader, Shy leading Alpha HQ, Fred as the medic for the group, Olaf going to be leading Alpha 1 with Mutant, Guardian Zen, Macmarine, Reapers, and Seismo. Nemesis leading Bravo HQ with Bravo 1 being led by Nimia with Yanni, Pertin, Puma, Whiplash, and Flying Finn under him. Naf's leading Bravo 2 with Kazul, Azariah, Cullis, Dobbs, and Karts under him. And then you got Pepega Pirates under here, under Charlie HQ, all merged together with Guy Fieri, Flux, Roster, Legal Action, Saren, Cakeyear, Artisan, Kane, Bronson, Band, and G-Legs all under him. And then Delta 1 has the UA group. That's Butcher, Yarslav, Bard, Gogich, and Orcus under him as well.
Supporting Charlie here.
Interesting.
So I want you to be around this area.
So right off the bat, I'm going to say they've got the two best communities here, Scandi Recon and Pepega Pirates on the same side. They are playing defense, though, but this is a really large AO. You could see a potential counterattack. A lot of forces on the Op 4 side. However, we've recently been seeing the Scandi and Pepega combo dominating the AOs here, so we'll have to see what Op 4 is able to pull. Plus, the Dishka is kind of inferior to the 50 cal, so we'll have to see how that goes, because the Dishka, it's 12 point. Well, more importantly, they're both like very similar calibers, but the Dishka only has 50 round boxes and the M2s have 100. And trust me, that fire support is a lot more effective than you'd think, and very, very useful to literally have double the ammo before you need to reload. Otherwise, we have a military base right here. This is the first sector, and then the second sector itself is these this archaeological survey area, or I guess a excavation point. So this AO is kind of tough to defend in and of itself. You have a lot of open areas. There's only about like 80 to 90 people on tonight, so nothing too crazy going on. And we'll see how things go. I'm going to be honest, I think the other sector, I mean, it's smaller, but you have some hills to fight against here, but they also have 250 build points to fortify, so maybe forego that sector and just build a nice perimeter around that second sector, because you will have to you don't have to worry about the west attacking you, because that's all ocean, but both of these sectors for their manpower are not really the best. But maybe utilize some open areas, dig some fortifications, utilize your marksman rifles. That could go quite well. But one other thing I want to point out real quick is there was a Malden 2035 campaign that focused on these two factions fighting each other, and every single time, Op 4 won. Now, I think they switched out the Blue 4 weaponry into something that could fire fully automatic. I can't confirm that, though. And even then, it looks like, yeah, so they actually have Colts and everything, and then some Lee Enfield. So they have the choice between those two weapons. So that's been balanced out now. So Blue 4 have full auto capabilities in CQC. But, whew, likes to watch. Don't worry about last week. I wasn't even here to cover it. But, this is a tough one, because I do see where Blue 4 is going. They want to take the smaller AO that's already fortified. They can fortify around it to make some even better perimeters, which you're starting to see some battle towers made and whatnot. Op 4 have a lot of room to get right on top of this sector, though. There's some nice patches of forests. There's some nice concealed areas and some roaming hills here for them to get close. It's going to be a tough fight, but also with a small AO like this, that really does limit Scandi and Pepega, who are really good flanking communities, to move around and do a lot of damage. So we'll just have to see how things go. It's a tough call either way. The British kits are the same from when they were back then? All right, if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, Op 4 have that advantage with history then, in my opinion, but we'll just have to see what Pepega and Scandi are capable of. And I've seen them do really well, and I've also seen them drop the ball. So we'll just have to see how that goes. How you doing, Maz? Also, there's a high chance I'm not going to cover the NA branch, excuse me, the late game branch anymore. Period. I'm debating even doing it tonight, and I'll state my reasons later.
The hill 89, I just want the MG and the spotter, so Collis and Az go on the hill. I'll keep everybody else as reserve on the white circle, so if we are getting attacked from certain sector, we can maneuver.
So I think he's talking about firing his machine gun right there. Pierce is not commanding, no, he's only squad leading.
For leading.
Blaming Falcon as usual.
What?
Ha.
Who? Huh? Where?
Special.
Of course. Alright, so we'll just have to see how this defense goes, but they are making a nice perimeter around this area, so we'll just have to see how things go with that.
Yeah, let's just kill off Kaz. He's being an edgy cunt.
Alright.
Actually,
No, because you're
Ben,
still fucking yellow.
I want to be real edgy.
Blue.
I want to be real edgy. I'm actually changing where the fucking two of you are gonna hang out. So with Flash and Casual, I want you kind of moving down towards Hill 58 and looking.
Nimia needs to shave that. God damn.
To
She's really let herself go.
But I'm okay with that because I trust you.
you see what you see.
So Op 4 is going to go for a full-on rush on the right side. That's pretty nice. But in coming through that low ground, maybe they're going to try to go all the way around and back cap? No, this looks like more of they're just going to come up here, follow the forests up, get on the high ground, and then push in from here, because it doesn't make sense for them to set off a pincer to go for the rear objective. The question then becomes, where are they going to put in the UAZ Dishka, if at all? And commanders this round are Sam on Blue 4 and Vagrant on Op 4.
Trenches or anything, you can't block the road. What? Hello. Yeah, that one's good.
Hydrated. Ay, ay, ay. Look, I'm going to be honest. I think Blue 4 has most of the pot here because, A, some people want to dump money, but B, you've got some of the really good players on Blue 4 tonight. So, I mean, with a combination of not just Scandi and Pepega, but you got great single players like Bayant here. You got G-Legs on as well. It's tough to see. I mean, then looking at Op 4, I know there's some hate for Pierce, for example, which I don't get. When he's commanding, I get, but when he's a squad leader, I don't, because I've seen him do brilliant things as a squad leader. But beyond that, we just also have a lot of new people on this side as well. Vagrant, though, I would say is probably one of the best commanders on, so I can still understand why people would bet on him. Norris is also pretty good, but usually we see him pull his best plays on the machine guns. But, I mean, we got some great players from OFCRA like Depso, Sayak, and Tymek here. We have Ilbanek also on Op 4. But even then, I do kind of see why the roster's getting swayed. People are seeing heavy hitters on Blue 4 and not a lot of heavy names on Op 4. And we've also seen time and time again that a commander can have a flawless plan, but if his players simply can't execute... Holy fucking shit. Is that the NASA? Hold on. No fucking way. No! No, don't tease me like that, NASA. Oh, man. So NASA is my liaison to OFCRA. A great player and commander in his own right. I would love to see him try FNFEU. If he ever had the... I'm going to freaking ask him that. Fuck that. I would love to see how he does. Because OFCRA and FNF are two completely separate beasts, but we've seen them square off with each other head-to-head. I'd love to see that. I always love seeing FNF players try OFCRA and vice versa. Alright, we got 1 minute remaining until the start begins. We'll see how things go. I'm going to tab out real quick.
Не, ну як закинуть, аби бувало.
Dealing with
Ну так, да, получалось так,
DMs
щоб
there.
червоних нас закидали постійно.
We're in the early branch, so I can't comment on that mountain. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. But I mean, it also depends on the branch, because apparently if you pull that in the late game branch, you're Well, depending on who you are, you either get in trouble or you don't, but I'm not going to speak on that. Early game, though, just respect the damn rules and you'll be fine. See, now I'm going to get these terms all confused because they switched from EU and NA to early and late game, and usually I use those, or early and late branches, and usually I use those as game terms, so that's going to throw me off here and there.
Hey Wavoo, happy Friday. 3-day weekend cause Queen Liz is being put in the ground Monday, can't wait.
Frostlets. That's probably not how I would word that one, but you know what? Cool. I'm glad you had a 3-day weekend, buddy. Nonetheless, thanks for the 4-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. He's teasing me. I'm gonna shoot him a message and say, bro, are you playing FNF right now, or is this some imposter? I want to see it. Falcon, for the second to third round intermission, I'll talk about it. All right, because I had to sit down with a buddy of mine and make a few decisions, and I'm also brain dead because I only had 2 hours of sleep. But yeah, I've always been truthful with you guys about this stuff, and I'm not gonna stop that any fucking time soon. But alright. So Op4 are just gonna, as I predicted, come up the beach here. Blue 4, though, are trying to figure out where Op4 is coming from. They took a big risk by coming over to this area, leaving this massive blind spot where Op4 could have come around. But that just shows you that Sam was able to get into Vagrant's head here and figure out which direction he was gonna come in from. So we just have to see how this plays off. Depto in front with the Dragonov might not be the best idea here because he's one of the more important players on right now. The long range capabilities of that gun are going to be incredibly useful.
Contact front. Don't engage. Don't engage. Charlie has contact. Not engaging.
So I think they just reported that they had eyes on target.
Copy. Engaging. Engage.
They just got permission to engage. You just had a rocket fly in. UA just lost a guy. Well, I wouldn't say Vagrants and... Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, look at all these people just crossing the open beaches here. Oh god, and Mac Marine's about to get absolutely smacked here. Oh my god. Oh. Jesus Christ. It's riding map freaking borders here. Holy crap. Well, it's safe to say Blue 4 knows where the attack's coming from, so now they're folding their stuff that went out here. But holy crap, did Blue 4 take too many casualties in that opening to bounce back? I don't think so. They only took a handful. But now you're seeing Op4 divide into a pincer maneuver here. You got this force that'll probably continue on to Sector 1, and this force that'll try to sneak around to Sector 2. It is literally D-Day. They started on the beach and they're advancing. Oh, man. So you hear them engaging what they can. This is Pepega up here. They don't have a lot of spots to work with for cover. Now, Pepega, I'd say, are very good with their marksmanship. This has been a certified Pepega Pirates moment, ladies and gentlemen. Legal was literally yelling at Flux to get behind the rock, and Flux just kept crawling out, and Legal just blew his fucking face off. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that was brilliant. That was freaking brilliant. At least, didn't you have a marksman rifle? At least pick up the marksman rifle here, man. That would be a much better weapon to utilize at this range. So Blue 4 are now trying to formulate this battle line. You got Scandi Recon trying to come around, but these big open areas are a really big risk because they could easily get caught out of position and eliminated. Oh no, proceeds the triple tap friendly. Yeah. Yeah. It be that way sometimes. Let's go with that. Oh, Dream showing up. Now you're seeing some long range engaging from Yanni here. Might not have been the smartest thing to do because now they're going to basically set up and start engaging targets in the open. Great GL placement. I did see one guy go down before the GL landed. Now you're seeing some of Blue 4 charging up here. They're going to try to flank this one position. Nimia's down the TL. Another GL landing close. And this is the only firefight going on right now. Solomon gets knocked out by a GL. Another guy gets taken out. Solomon's still knocked out. It's only Pyros over here. The rest of these guys have pulled back. Solomon wakes back up. He's crawling around trying to throw smokes here. Not sure if Katz notices the movement. Might be hard to spot him now. Nope, beautiful headshot. Now we have a little bit of a lull now because these Op 4 guys are going to pull back. They got some more units over here to work with, but a lot of Op 4 is now pushing past. I'm a little worried about Blue 4 because they do not have a lot of numbers right now. They have a good internal defensive garrison here, but they got a big chunk of their forces offside. And now you got Blue 4 charging these open areas to try to get in and eliminate the rest of Op 4, who then took up defensive positions. And you see where it's costing them. I'll look at kill counts towards the end of the round. It's really hard to keep track of that statistic. I can do it individually for people, but for entire groups, it takes a little longer. So Blue 4, they're trying to advance here. Nafs is leading the charge. He might be able to catch Op 4 with their pants down here. You got Pyros in the middle of the smoke bandaging. You got some flanking fire down here as the rest of Blue 4 are pushing down. No one's going to check on Pyros, though, because they don't know he's there, but Naf's trying to be aggressive. Could catch him in a really bad spot. This is that Scandi level aggression we see. I think we just saw someone go down right there, yep. So Pyros pulling back. He's going to be behind some of Scandi right now. Will Cullis notice him? Because he just ran right in front of Cullis. And he wasn't able to get Dobbs in time before Cullis pretty much mag dumped him there. Yeah, they're being really quiet with their local comms right now. There's the double tap. And this Blue 4 group is pretty much running down the remainder of this Op 4 group. So if they're able to sweep and clear those guys, they can then push northwest and attack the flank of this advance. You got two Blue 4 guys coming down as well. Whiplash getting in a one-on-one and wins it. I don't see any blood there. Nemesis getting caught out. A lot of gunfire going up on Pro Hunter. Pro Hunter's unable to finish Nemesis off. And he is now pulling back. This is going to keep drawing Scandi's aggro, though. Looking over at these two Blue 4 guys, it's Bayant and King, two of the best. Puts a GL in the middle of their formation. It was a little on. He's yelling telling King to look left here. Throws a frag. And you got King trying to get some pickoffs. He's unable to get a grenade. Eventually knocks Fawns out. And Bayan's running for it. More fire coming in. GL's going around. Here's the issue. King getting knocked out by a GL because he's slightly uphill from them. Could still wake back up. Follow-up fire coming around his Bayant flanks. And Pro Hunter was eliminated. Now you're going to start seeing Blue 4 comb around. Might be able to do some good flanking here, but look at this. Blue 4 tried pushing their vehicle over. Oh my god. Mackenzie's got AT out. Amazing. Well, it doesn't matter. All of Blue 4's dead anyway. Yay,
14 months
AT!
now. Feels good.
Oh my god, Olaf's body is, yeah. Olaf is back up! Well... I think that's okay. And he's dead now. Corvac, thanks for the 14-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. So, Kane and Bay in this position. Newton getting knocked out by King. Two of the best players here in a little bit of a... literally holding off the entirety of Op4's assault right now. Giving time for Scandi to maneuver around and come in. We're only 12 minutes in. King showing why he is the king, exactly. AT firing up here, blowing up. I would assume that was the 50 cal Land Rover put there as a dud. And you still got Bayant and King running around right here. Only Bayant's on 2 kills though. Scandi's now firing on the rear of this formation because it's kind of isolated from the rest of the group down here, and Scandi is tearing them apart. Now, you gotta remember, there's only like 80 to 90 people on tonight, so it's like a 40v50 style scenario, so every one of the kills that the defenders get is just that much more important. So you're not gonna see a lot of double digits tonight, but you're gonna see that superior tactics in some of the player bases are gonna be that much more important. Heartsteer getting caught in the open. He gets double tapped by Cats there. That's his second. And you still got Kane and Bayant laying low here, but now Scandi's pretty much going to be sweeping right to left here. But let's take a look at Scandi's kill count here. AT fired from range. Right into a Blue 4 here. Let's see, Nimi on none, she died early. Yanni on 3, that round he put up hit close to friendlies. Pertin on 0, Puma on 1, Whiplash on 3, Finn on 0, Nemesis on 3, Naps on 0, Casual on 0, Azariah on 0, Dobbs on 1, Cullis on 2, and Cats on 2. So you got a lot of 3s there, you got some 2s, you got some 1s, but that's what's pulling them right now because they've only taken 3 casualties, but the rest of them have been doing quite well. Bayant still only on 2, King still on 0. But at this point, they're pretty much wrapping them up because Alpha's going to go down and take the sector. But Bravo's going to keep pushing. That's going to allow Scandi just to keep completely eliminating them. Because if you notice, Scandi is attacking the flanks of these groups. When they're maneuvering to fight them, they are assaulting from 2 separate directions to pretty much encircle or attack a group in a pincer maneuver. And you're starting to see that here as they still continue to push, but they got some guys on the flank pushing around as well. So when I say things like these, I would say Scandi has the superior tactics out of every community, and Pepega is a close second because they have the brute force and the individual skill of their players to almost outperform Scandi. But in situations like these, Scandi's superior because they are just able to get on the flanks of attacking forces and just completely wipe them from left to right or right to left. But in a direct confrontation, that's where Pepega has their strong suit because they can just rock the house and hold defense. And you're seeing that with King and Bay, 2 players. Bay now on 3 kills, King still on none. But King, I would argue King is the best out of Pepega, but statistically it's actually Flux, who we saw got headshotted by his own dude. And as I say it, King gets headshotted by, I think Ilbanek over there with the marksman rifle. Nope, he's got a regular rifle, but he does have a kill. Bluck does not, so Ilbanek got him. But look at that. All of this group has now been wiped. Nemesis on 4 kills, for example, and this group is just continuing their assault. 10 Delta _ thanks for the 3 months of Tier 1 in advance, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Bay trying to pick off Valitarian. Zombie forever coming around. Bay getting the knock on Valitarian. Tries to run to cover real quick, but he is saved as Scandi comes over the hill. Blue 4 just fired at Bay and then realized he was friendly. Valitarian getting double tapped. Bay gonna be on 6 kills if he finishes off Zombie. He runs out of ammo, does a quick reload. There's a reason I consider Bay the best. Bay is now on 6. AT coming in, a great GL landing on Ilbanek. My God. Let's count. So 6 for Bay, 0 for Azariah, 3 still for Cullis, 2 for Warkus, Nemesis on 4, Cats on 3, Perton on 1 now, Whiplash on 3 still, none for Finn, or excuse me, Flying Finn, because there's 2 Finns, 3 for Yanni, and 1 for Puma. So the attacks are just ramping up, and you're not seeing any individual guy in Scandi getting the most kills here. In Bay, you know, he was on his own with King, so... Ilbanek waking back up. Manages to get Azariah before he is then taken out, I believe, by Whiplash. Who, no, only has 3, so was it Cullis? It was Cullis, he's on 4 now. So you're still seeing Scandi occasionally take a casualty here, but... I mean, look at all those skulls on Op 4, now look at Blue 4. Granted, Blue 4's lost a lot of their forces here, but they still have a pretty hefty garrison now. There's only 2 Op 4 on the side, and Op 4 is just down to that one last group. So if Scandi just keeps on their counterattack, I think they're going to be good. Now, one last thing that I am a little worried about for Scandi, though, is if they go on the offense and try to take these guys, they're going to be hitting at the front of the group again. And I'm not sure if they'll have enough manpower to do their 2-sided attacks, but they do have Bay, unless Bay pulled back. And Bay is a powerhouse in his own right, but I think he's actually pulled back up here. Yes, he has. And then this is Pepega playing defense here, the remainder of them. So we'll see what they do. But good God, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 members of Scandi versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So even if they traded evenly, that would leave 2 guys to fight Pepega, and that's not a position you want to be in. Meanwhile, I do got to appreciate Gazag here. Not sure if he just got his first kill on one of those members of Scandi, but he is immediately taking fire. I'm still counting 9 right here. Now you got Bayant running by. I don't know where Bayant's running out to. Maybe he's trying to find Scandi. No shrimping. I getcha. Marksman still firing up there. Blue 4 might stay low at the moment, but we're just going to have a lull right now as Op 4 plans their attack and starts to maneuver. You actually see where they've drawn one of their lines, which might have been put on global chat because you see some Blue 4 guys immediately turning to deal with it. So Banks put that on global. He put his plan on global. No! You did not put your line on global chat. That has to be a mistake. Because look, Blue 4 is now setting right up. Oh no! No! So for those of you who don't know Arma relatively well, there's a lot of different chat modes. There's local chat, there's group chat for your squad, there's commander chat, there's vehicle chat, and then there's your side chat where everyone on your side can see it, and then there's global chat where everyone on the server can see it. So this was on global chat because even I can see it as Gazag died to an RPG. Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry. That sounds dope though, but yeah, I don't see him up. Yeah, he's knocked out. Amazing. But global chat can be seen by anyone on the server, even spectators. And there he is dead. Oh my God. That's actually hilarious. Global should be disabled? How do I see his line then? And how is Blue 4 now reacting to this line? You know what I mean? Bad offsec. Maybe because I was close to Banks when he drew the line then, but otherwise I don't know how that would work. Your bribes are finally paying off. So here is a small potential upset ability, though. You got Sam and Roster in this building right here. If they get taken out, no one else is in the sector.
I'm gonna have you mark a position I want you.
There's the opening engagement. You saw one Op4 guy immediately get taken out. Yes, plugin's working fine. We can hear their local chatter. You can hear it in whispers down under, like, just below my music, but... Oh, God, now you got Artisan and Bayant charging this line here. Ash spots him. Starts spraying, fires over. Oh! Oh, he gets annihilated, but Bayant is down. And now you got Scandi coming around. This might allow, again, an opportunity for Vagrant to still steal the show here if he's able to find Sam and Roster and take him out.
Probably send in a third.
Oh wait, Delta. I want you inside the sector.
They're on yelling.
Stick and the offense.
Nope, they're pulling Delta into the sector. Oh my god. That's just 2 people, granted, but... Vagrant's now going for it. Spots Cullis. Needs to throw some grenades here, or use the GL.
I want the world to know what I'm...
Yes! Oh, that was a great shot!
That nade was close.
Yes! Yes, it was, Roster. Have you noticed that your buddy is now dead?
Nades are falling on top of me in the event. I'm literally getting grenaded right now. GL.
More Op4s coming in. Saren getting caught in a 2v1 and loses. Arma Jesus finally hears those UGLs firing, and Vagrant gets knocked out. Sandbags really pulling their work. Yep. Now you got the remainder of Op4 trying to push, but there's just too many Blue 4 in the zone at this point. Vagrant gets double tapped. Arcor and Mike are down. You got all this smoke out here as Norris pushes. Major Khan seems to be a little lost. I think Blue 4 has it. Just with the sheer amount of Blue 4 remaining. Misfit getting a great drop on Cake here there.
Like 10 feet.
Mike and Arcor back up. You know, never mind. Never mind, guys. Get blue on blued. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You good?
Ah, yes, the Blue 4 British headlock gets the Soviets every time. The curse is back, baby. I will caster curse everyone, I swear. Arcor now pushing into the sector, trying to take out who he can. But he gets shot literally from 2 or 3 separate directions by Pertin and some UA members. Norris now coming up, gets a 1v1 drop on Bard, gets the double tap. He immediately takes fire from Warkus. Oh my god, the grenades. He still takes a bit of damage. Holy, I think he actually got Pertin with one of those grenades, though. They've been knocked unconscious. FNF US is now a private event. Yeah, they call it the late branch now. Trying to get Roster in a headshot. You just heard him yell, "Oh my god, I got one tapped" as he died. Headshot, baby. Literally, your brain got knocked out. All right, it's a 2 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2v8. It is one of my personal favorites, though, here, Norris, but he is fighting a lot of my other personal favorites. Can Norris bring home the bacon with Major Khan coming in to reinforce? He gonna do the bandage hide. Well, I guess today is the day to find out. Is that PF Chuck Norris? PF Chains Norris? Or just Private First Class Norris? Let's find out. Major Khan, acting as the sneaky distraction. Crawling in with his AK. You got Blue 4 out here patrolling. Only 26 minutes out of the 50 have come out. I just hydrated, don't you worry. All right, Major Khan needs to get headshots only. Meanwhile, Norris is,
Never mind, I got him. Jeez.
Well.
He was in the fucking tower bunker.
Damn. Major Khan. Ground control to Major Khan. You have 8 enemies in the AO, buddy. You are fighting some of the best that Friday Night Fights has to offer. What will he do? Will he kill all 8? Will he just kill the guys in the sector, sneak in and take the zone? Will this be an Audrey Hotto Part 2 follow-up? Will you get a sub from Parimerum? Who, by the way, thank you for the 10 gift subs. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. And if you got a sub from Polly, make sure you thank him. Anyway, back to the action. Oh, Major Khan is dead. Blue 4 have won. Congratulations. That happened. And the round is over. What did you miss? Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's over. The fight is over.